every NFL game in 3 words. Here we go. Colts, Texans. Go get Tua. Listen, the Colts did everything right against Houston. They outrushed them 175 yards to 99. They had no turnovers. Houston had 1. They had the ball significantly longer, but they're not special at quarterback. Jacoby Brissett's good, not special. I know Tua's got some ankle concerns and health concerns, but he's a special talent, and I think in a division with Deshaun Watson, you got to go get special at quarterback. That's why I don't think Tua will drop in the draft. I think there'll be a bidding war to get him at number 1 or number 2. Bills, Broncos. Are they in? Bills are 8-3 through 11 games, their best start since the mid-90s. They play real defense. They've held their opponents to 21 or fewer points in 10 of their 11 games. Now, the question is, they have a lead now to get into the playoffs. Their schedule is interesting. They're at Dallas. Then they get the Ravens at home. They're at the Steelers. They should win that game. They're at New England. But then they get the Jets at home. So my guess is Jets at home and Steelers on the road are W's. That gets them to 10 wins, and they're in. Bucks, Falcons. Atlanta now hiring. Worst record since 2013. They're 3-8. They've lost 4 straight at home. That can't make the GM or the owner happy. Dan Quinn has fewer wins every year since the Super Bowl. Yesterday, losing to Tampa, sort of a inconsistent program themselves. So Atlanta's now hiring. Lions, Redskins, taking a selfie. Well, they snapped their 9-game home losing streak, but Dwayne Haskins, who, by the way, wasn't good. He was 13-19 and a quarterback rating under 50. No TDs and a pick, but on the sideline after the interception, he's taken a safety, so Case Keenum had to come in and take the victory knee, which was just not a good look. Seahawks, Eagles, 6-0. First time in franchise history. They've been undefeated, 6-0 on the road. And for the record, they've won 8 of their 9 games by a single possession. Don't tell me that doesn't help when you get to the playoffs. They are a really good team that has dealt with injuries, new personnel. And I think Seattle's one of those teams. They're a different team than they were 2 months ago with Clowney and Josh Gordon being added. Raiders, Jets, my favorite game. Listen, I like Sam Darnold. Last 2 games, he's on fire. Jamison Crowder, Demaryius Thomas, Le'Veon Bell, they've got him some now good, if not spectacular parts. He ran for a touchdown. He and Adam Gase had a meeting about 3 to 4 weeks ago, apparently, according to several reports. Sam Darnold said, I don't like this. I do like that. They've refined the playbook and a little trick play there. Sam Darnold, who I've always thought's a special talent, he just needs a little help. And they're going to get him more help in the draft on the offensive line because that is still one of the worst O-lines in the NFL. Panthers, Saints, McCaffrey, not enough. Listen, remember Chuck Foreman used to play for the Vikings? You probably don't. I do. He was an all-time great. McCaffrey's the first guy since Chuck Foreman to have 20-plus rushing touchdowns and 15-plus receiving touchdowns through the first 3 years, but he wasn't enough yesterday. Dolphins, Browns, very predictable Browns. Bad early, beating bad teams late. This is a team that could not beat a Seattle or a New England. They're going to struggle against, Tennessee's a good team. They struggled. But they did beat, the Steelers, when the quarterback get hurt. They beat the Dolphins, and they beat the Jets without Sam Darnold. I think this is very predictable. I said they'd go 9-7. They'd struggle early against the good coaches and good teams, and then they'd pile on 7 or 8 wins late against the garbage of the NFL. They do have Baltimore a couple of weeks at home. I think they'll lose that one, but I still predict they're 9-7. Giants, Bears, defense, not Trubisky. Mitch, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, 69 passer rating. But I'll say this. I think Chicago's got to make a move, go get a Teddy Bridgewater. They got to do something because, even against the Giants who don't play defense, Trubisky, a TD, 2 picks, don't get too caught up on that. It's Giants defense. They got a couple of decent young defensive linemen. There's not much there. Jags, Titans, Tannehill. Jags, Titans, Tannehill, the answer. 1-4-5 with Ryan Tannehill. In those games, 115 passer rating. Here's the thing I would say about Tannehill. People forget this. He had a winning record with Adam Gase in Miami. He beat New England a couple times. He's a big, strong kid who can run. He's cleaned up his accuracy issues. Once again, we're going to wake up in the morning, and Tennessee, for the fourth straight year, is going to be 9-7 and either just in or just out of the AFC playoffs. Cowboys, Patriots, America's new team. Most watched regular season game since 1996. Cowboys have lost 6 straight to Bill Belichick and the Patriots. Dallas did not score a touchdown. Here's New England's N'Keal Harry via Tom Brady. Brady wasn't spectacular, only 17 of 37 for 190 yards, but in the weather, he didn't have Mohamed Sanu. He didn't have Philip Dorsett. He had at least, I counted, 6 drops. So it was a much better game. I thought Brady was really comfortable and really accurate, all things considered. Packers, 49ers. Another Rodgers excuse. Listen, they were 0 for 13 on third down when Aaron had the ball in his hands, off a bye. Listen, I'm not denying he didn't have a lot of time to throw, but, boy, you got to figure out a way. Aaron Rodgers has a losing career road record, which I find one of the strangest quarterback stats in the NFL.
0-13 on third down is remarkably bad for Aaron Rodgers.
And remarkably true for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Ravens, Rams. Rams last stand. Jared Goff's passer rating this year is 82. It's not great. Ravens like to put a lot of pressure on you. Since they've acquired Marcus Peters, it's a more aggressive defense. Ravens are on a 6-game winning streak, the only team to score 23-plus points in every game this year. And the Rams have to win tonight, and if they don't, it feels like to me, in the toughest division in football, the NFC West, they are officially out of it. The Rams are not a terrible team. They're a solid team with an offensive line crisis. In the National Football League, offensive line crisis usually means crisis. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.